Welcome to Bitches in Season, a podcast for everyone who loves dogs,
all things agility,
and some spicy tea. I'm Lizzie.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Lindsay.
Bitches in Season.
Hey everybody!
Hi!
We're back for episode 5 of Bitches in Season.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too because here's a little BTS fun fact. This is the first episode we're recording since we've released our real episode.
Yeah. I don't know if many knew, but we actually pre-recorded all of our previous episodes before we even published.
Yeah, we needed time to beautify our logo, get our song down, figure out a lot of tech headaches, and
we're actually not tech goddesses.
We lied.
We lied. We really did.
But it's been so exciting. We had over 250 downloads of our first episode in the first 2 weeks, which is insane.
Yeah, according to Reddit, we are podcast geniuses.
Is that what Reddit told you?
Yeah, Reddit told me that's really pretty damn good. So
everything on Reddit is true.
Obviously.
So, yeah.
I'm just so excited that over 250 people wanted to listen to our voices.
I know.
Or maybe it was just Lizzie downloading it over and over again.
Or the Russian bots.
But we also have been getting so much nice feedback from you, the listeners, which has been amazing.
And not only online, but in person too. I was at a trial 2 weekends in a row, and I've had numerous people come up that I really don't talk to all that often, and they were like, I listened to your podcast and you guys are so pleasant and I love your banter. And
people are like, we can tell you're in the room and that you're really good friends, and that's just the vibe we wanted the whole time.
And to hear it in person, by people that we're around and do agility with, is just
not just internet.
That was our goal.
Just not
internet people.
And
too.
our vibe is so good, and we record together at Lizzie's house because we get to cuddle on the couch.
Correct.
But, also we wanted to tell a quick behind the scenes story, which was that this podcast actually led to our first friend fight.
Yeah. We've been friends for, I would say, well over a year. I would say that we've been best friends for well over a year, and we got into our first real fight.
Because of episode 2.
Yeah. And everybody's like, I loved episode 2. And I'm fucking hated episode 2.
It's our ugly stepchild episode. And here's why. I'll tell my version.
Please.
Lizzie can tell her version.
Please.
But I do take accountability because I feel really obsessed with not making the podcast too long. That's important to me. I don't want us to be droning on for an hour because I know I can talk a lot, and so can all of us.
Yes.
So we're going around answering all the questions, and then I do one, Lizzie does one, Rachel does one. Then we go back and Lizzie does one, and then Rachel goes on for a really long time, she does. Then I go on for an even longer time, pretty much. And then I'm like, oh no, the time is up. Let's cut it short. And then we ended it, and Lizzie was so grumpy and flat, and all of her answers were one-word answers, and I was
true.
Something is wrong. And then she storms out.
Yeah.
So I'll let her tell her perspective of our first friend fight because of the podcast.
Yeah, so we were talking about goals, and Rachel, of course, went on for a million hours about her goals, and then Lindsay equally went on for a million hours about her goals, and then Lindsay was like, all right, let's wrap it up. We're done. And so we kind of ended it, and I literally go, cool, well, you didn't ask me about my goals, and I guess my goals aren't important because I have 2 Aussies and, we'll never do anything, and that's fun. And I literally went downstairs and... Did I start crying?
You may have cried.
I think I did. I told their husbands, I was like, I'm done. They hate me.
The podcast is canceled.
I looked at Lindsay after she left the room and I was like, we need to give her a minute. Let's give her a minute.
I just apologized 10,000 times because I know that's a big insecurity for you in a real way that I did not intend, and I don't know, I feel bad that you feel that way, and I didn't want that to be at the root of why you felt upset about being cut off too.
I know, but we are over it, and I forgave them, and I still love them, and
your goals matter.
Yes,
deeply, and your Aussies are amazing.
Yeah,
I know
they're angels.
So that was our first friend fight, and thanks for listening. Another part of our online presence has been really fun to see the responses on Instagram. We have a form where people have been sending us things that they want us to talk about, and we also wanted to answer one of those questions before we get started today. So really super quick, someone asked us which agility duo or handling team is really influential to you, maybe in your training or maybe just someone you look up to. So Lizzie, go first.
Okay, so I'm going to say Mary Ellen Berry. Some of you may know her as the world team coach or the team coach for WAO. And she owns Kinetic Dog here in Pennsylvania. And she is just like one of those instructors who like never made me feel less than or not like important enough, especially in seminars or like any type of, I don't know, when I was like learning from her, because I feel like sometimes I've gone to seminars and the border collie people or the people with the really fast, amazing dogs get so much more time. And she's always like been excited for me the same way that like seminar instructors have been excited for like the good people.
Quote unquote good people.
Good people.
I love Mary Ellen, and honestly, we all do. She probably could be an answer for all of us. Rachel, what about you?
I would also agree with Mary Ellen Berry. She's been just amazing, but also I'm going to add in Peter and Welly. So Peter Worth, he runs a Pembroke Welsh Corgi, and he was the one that reached out to me about going to the ISC Championship with him, and we were on a team together. And it's been so amazing to find someone who runs the same breed as dog that I do and have the same goals and aspirations that I do with Chessie. And both of our PEMs are pretty fast and pretty amazing. And it's just been nice to like be able to share the similarities in our training journey and our journey in agility in general. And I really look up to him. Like, he's amazing. So nice. His dog's amazing.
We love
and he's
Peter.
the nicest guy ever. He really is. So.
And he's been our roomie at 2 UKI events. So we got to share a house with him.
The Fluffy Backsides. That is our team name. But yeah, I really look up to Peter and Welly. And they've been a huge inspiration for me and Chessie. And I aspire to be like them one day.
Oh. Well, I'm going to say a few people, mostly because they inspire me in their handling. They always look cool as a cucumber. So I have to say Cynthia Horner and all of her dogs that she runs. I've gotten to work with her quite a lot and she's incredible. I also have to shout out Casey Keller and Fidji and Leary. She's like the calmest, coolest, collected handler ever, and she's always crushing it. I also love Laura Selmick and Hupp. Laura broke her wrist at the U.S. Open, came back, and won shit the next day. I was like, insane. You're an icon. And then, of course, I have to shout out Jen and Abby, my Sheltie people, and Vision's breeder is Jen. So, they're always very inspirational to me. Yes. So that's my little short list people, because I'm very inspired by a lot of handlers and learn constantly from others.
As we all have, I think. We could go on and name so many people.
So thanks for those of you who submitted questions to our form. We're going to keep addressing those. We might make some of them into whole episode topics, and we want to keep hearing from you about what you like, what you don't like. But let's get into today. So today's topic is really fun, and it's a first with a special surprise. So our topic is how to train your bucket bitch, because we love How to Train Your Dragon, and we all have lovely, wonderful bucket bitch husbands.
We do. Some better than others.
Well, Josh did ask me how much you're going to flame me on the episode.
Wow.
Well, first, hold on. Rachel, tell us, what's a bucket bitch?
So our bucket bitch definition is like a chaotic term of endearment for the designated support human at a dog agility trial. This person's usually either like a spouse or your bestie or a partner who carries the treats, holds the dogs, films or runs, and like hauls all the gear, packs the car, and cheers you on.
Recently, I heard a brand new term, which was ass.
Explain that one.
I guess that was like an older school term, and it was agility support spouse. What do you like better?
I like bucket bitch.
I don't know. I kind of like ass.
You would.
ass. So we want to talk about our husbands, what they think of our insane addiction to this sport, and just talk about how it affects our marriages and our, ability to compete in the sport. And then, like I said, teaser, we have a little special surprise today. So I'll start. My husband, Josh, we've been married. Joshy. We've been married 10 years this year. We've been together since high school, and we love dogs. He grew up on a farm with tons of animals. I grew up with dogs, and we got our first dog when we were 23, before we were even married. And then obviously got into agility, and I don't know, I'm going to be honest, I think he thought it was like weird or like whatever, or a cute hobby. I used to drive really far to go to class, so, it took me a long time, but like he had his thing and I had mine. And when I first started trialing, I only did like one a month or something, like a very normal amount. But obviously things escalated really quickly for me.
Yes.
So Josh feels, I would say, like neutral at best about agility. Like,
that sounds about right. I would agree with that.
He loves me, and he tolerates me doing agility and having vision. Josh is like, he wants a fat dog that lays on the couch.
Bulldog.
Yeah, we have the Frenchies, and he wants an English bulldog, and he likes fat, funny looking dogs that like snort and fart and like lay around, and that's his thing, and that's really not agility dogs. So yeah, I mean, he definitely will come to a trial, usually just to bring me a snack.
Yep.
Only if they're close. And in terms of like how it's affected our marriage or anything, like I think it's let's just say it's been the topic of a debate or two.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, I think the biggest thing is that in the last year and a half or so, I've really ramped up what I'm doing, like traveling quite a bit. And, last year I went to Chicago and Florida twice, and the Netherlands without him. I went to California and just was traveling all over and doing local stuff all the time and training and all these crazy things. And I think
all the seminars and
he feels kind of left behind. And we used to travel a lot just like for fun in our marriage, and that's taken a little bit of a back burner due to like, time off work and money. So he feels a little maybe left behind. But I have to say the positive is that he came to Belgium with me for the Agility World Championships, and boy, did he suck it up. He was like top tier bucket bitch in Belgium. Like he put on his best face. I don't even think it was a face. Like he was getting compliments for being a great bucket bitch. He was so helpful to me. He did anything I asked. He also, I think it was really important, gave me friend time.
That's so important.
I was worried about him coming because it's such a bonding experience with the other teammates, or at least I wanted it to be. And he definitely would be like, no, go talk to them, go sit with them. Like, you don't have to babysit me. And I really appreciated that, and just have to shout him out for putting up with all of this. So
for how many days was it? It was over a week, right?
Yeah, it was over a week.
10 days, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we went to Europe, but we had one fun day. The rest of it
wasn't a vacation in Europe.
He watched 5 straight days of agility. Let's just say that, on hard arena seats.
Yeah,
and
we maybe should give him more credit for that.
Yeah. But he did get to watch the best agility in the entire world.
Yeah.
So in that regard,
I'm so jealous. In person too.
Yeah. In that regard, he did find it pretty fascinating because the level was so high. So he picked the right one to spend time with.
For sure.
Yeah.
So Lizzie, let's hear from you.
I feel like my story is very similar to yours. When I first started, it was like maybe once a month, or like not even once a month. Like I didn't trial all the time when I first started trialing with Obi. And we also did other sports with Obi as well when I first started getting involved in dog sports. And like we did dock diving together because
Henry's really into dock diving, right?
He loves dock diving because I let him throw the bumper, so it's like his sport, even though it's not.
And it's at a brewery.
Yeah, so the place that we usually go to for the trials is at a brewery. So
you guys are big brewery people.
Yeah, we are. So we sit around and we drink and we throw bumpers and watch our dogs jump in the water. It's so fun. But yeah, I mean, I would say even not just last year, maybe the year prior, I did definitely start doing a lot more trials. Not as many as you, I would say, Lindsay, but a lot more. And yeah, maybe caused a fight or 2 or 3 or 4. I think that it's hard because in our relationship, Henry works at nights. So during the week, we don't have nighttime together, and I work during the day, and then he goes to work at night. So we only have weekend time together. And I think that makes it hard sometimes because then obviously trials are on the weekends and I'm gone all weekend. And if I do a double day trial, I'm gone Saturday and Sunday. So I don't spend really any time with him. So I do try to be very mindful of how much I'm doing. And sometimes it's more than he would probably like, but You know, he's a great sport, and he does support me, and he comes, and he is so proud of me.
He loves the dogs, too. Like, he's obsessed with your dogs.
Yeah, he loves them so much, and he gets so happy and so excited when they do well. And I think he only enjoys coming if, like, one of the other husbands is there.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We did USDA team the other weekend.
Yeah.
And Josh was like, well, I'm going because Henry's going. And Henry was like, I'm going because Josh is going.
Yeah.
So we tricked them.
Yes, correct. But he won't, like, come out of his way if it's just, like...
Do you like him to come?
Sometimes. Not all the time. You know, I'm a very social butterfly person. My husband likes to say that I would talk to a wall. And that's probably true, but I talk to everybody. I have friends and I talk to everybody. I don't sit down. Like yesterday I had 12,000 steps because I didn't sit down once at the trial all day. And yeah, you know, and then he's like, why am I even here? Because you're just going to talk to your friends. And it's like, well, this is my hobby, and these are my friends, and this is my community, and so...
And, like, we should mention that our husbands do hobbies together.
Exactly, which makes this a little bit easier as well.
In which they ignore us for
hours
playing video games, Magic the Gathering, expensive cardboard games. So we feel like we're due, right?
Yeah,
like we're owed that time to
they're
chit-chat.
together all Friday night,
Yeah.
playing their cardboard games. We deserve 2 days of playing with our dogs.
Rachel, tell us about your husband.
Oh, you know, he's the best. Most of the time, he's the best. So when we first got Chessie, I actually used to ride horses, and it wasn't like what dog sports is to me now, but it definitely was a hobby that I did like a couple times a week. I actually leased a horse at one point, and he would come to the barn with me and help out, and you know, it was fun. So I think looking at that, I kind of figured that he would be as involved as he is with dog agility too. So when we brought Chessie home, I knew that I wanted to do agility. I knew I wanted to do sports. And yeah, he comes actually probably the most out of all three of them.
I would say that's true.
That is true.
And at first it was because I wanted him to. I was trialing a lot by myself, and it was new to me, and I knew people, but I didn't have like my group yet. So it was nice for him to tag along, and like I had him, and we spent a lot of time together. I mean, I think even Ian made friends at the trial because he talked to people too. Because
Ian is the reason we're friends.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Because
I think we talked about that.
He said that Lindsay girl seems cool.
Okay. Literally, I know. And yes, so Ian talks to people. He also lets me have my own time too. He doesn't like overcrowd me.
Doesn't
He's
get
great
upset
about
about
taking
it.
Chessie out.
Weird.
That's because you need your alone time.
I do
Rachel
need my
needs
alone
her
time.
Rachel time.
Yeah, I need my rest and recharge time. But yes, you know, I think he enjoys it. I don't ask him to come as often as I used to. If he wants to and he offers, then I won't say no. But I definitely am more comfortable going by myself now. I have my group of people and all my friends, and I don't mind going to trials by myself. But he definitely, you know, you two aren't going to be there, and I'm like, I think it'll be a short day.
Will it actually be a short day?
Is it ever?
Are they ever?
Yeah.
No. But
So we decided that we wanted to bring the most supportive, best trained bucket bitch as our very first guest on the podcast. So drum roll, obviously it's Ian.
It's Ian.
Ian's the
here.
bucket bitch of the century, and he's here. Say hi.
How's it going?
Hi.
Welcome to our first guest episode.
It's an honor.
Yeah. We are so excited to
So
have
we
you.
have a bunch of questions for you. Rachel did preview them with you, but Rachel, I'll let you ask Ian. Ask him some questions about agility and how he got so well trained. I'm really proud of you.
yeah, I did such a good job of training him.
It started from 8 weeks old as soon as you brought him home.
Yeah. So first, just like introduce yourself. Like, what do you do, and how would you describe my obsession with agility?
Well, I'm Ian. I'm married to Rachel, and I think you have a healthy obsession with agility.
Okay.
It's.
Do you think we all do?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, like,
Correct
you
answer.
guys don't spend any more time doing agility than I do looking at pieces of cardboard. So
That is true. That is true.
as you would say. But no, I think it's great. I mean, it's you know, what a bonding opportunity with you and Chessie, and you know, and we all have our things. I do stuff, you do stuff, whatever. You know, it's good, healthy fun.
It is, yeah. So did you know what you were getting into when I got Chess? Like, did you understand the level?
I didn't know. No. I didn't know it would be as involved as it is.
As it's become.
I mean, we're currently recording a podcast about it.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
That's true.
you know,
Yeah.
we just take a little...
It's really escalated.
Yes.
Yeah, it went from like local trials to like traveling to other states and...
Yep, and you know, hopefully internationally one day. So, and that's obviously not something I ever dreamed would happen, especially with a tiny little fluffy corgi.
Yeah.
But no, it's great.
Yeah. So what was your first impression of an agility trial?
The first one, the first time is crazy. It's crazy because, you know, you hear about it or you know, obviously I grew up with dogs, but not involved in any kind of like dog sports or dog anything. You know, we just had pets.
Yeah,
You know?
it was a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a pet person.
Just a
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I knew that agility existed. And I'm sure, I can't even remember, but I'm sure we went to one of Lizzie's trials before.
Definitely. Yeah.
And I just remember being astounded at watching the dogs.
Why?
It's so impressive. It's so impressive. Like, you know, coming from a pet person where, I could barely get my dog to sit, you know, but without a fistful of treats, but just walking in there and watching, you know, Masters AKC agility, just watching these dogs, you know, zip around the course. It's pretty astonishing.
Yeah. Wow.
I agree.
We're really cool.
Here's my next question. Do you understand the courses and scoring?
Yes, I do. And I think there was a point that I understood it better than you.
That's probably
I don't know if it's the case anymore, but I remember when you were in, you know, novice and open and you had like a refusal and you'd come out and you'd beaten yourself up and I'm like, no, it's still a queue. It's still a queue. You get one refusal.
How did you know that?
That
Because
sounds like an Ian thing. You
because
probably
I'd
looked
be
it up on Reddit.
sitting at agility trials looking stuff up on Reddit.
Yeah, I told you.
Wait, why are you so invested in this? Like, Josh never cared like this at all. No shade.
I think, you know, I just wanted
He's a supportive husband.
Yeah, exactly.
He
And-
loves Chessie.
and
That's true.
Of course. I
He loves
love
his
Chessie
wife.
more than I love Rachel.
Yeah.
I would say Josh loves Chessie more than he loves all of us.
Yeah, probably.
Everyone loves
Who doesn't
her.
love
Who doesn't love Chessie?
I think
Well,
Henry does too.
she loves the boys. That's
She
what it
loves
is.
the boys.
She's a real, she loves the boys.
Little real slut.
Oh my god! Did you say that about Rachel? Be nice.
I love her. She's my child.
Okay, so Ian, like, walk us through. You're at a trial. What do? What is being a bucket bitch to you?
So, well, let me preface this also where before we get into that, and there's this idea that I'm the greatest bucket bitch, but I don't even go to that many trials anymore.
It's true.
I think early on I went to all your trials pretty much, the ones I
think
could.
you did. Yeah.
Because, again, you guys kind of covered it, but you didn't know anyone really, unless Lizzie was there. And then, you were friendly with some people from classes and whatnot. You wanted somebody to hang out with, but as you made more friends, you got more involved, then I would find myself kind of just hanging out by myself more and more. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm glad that it turned out to be, but that's probably why I don't go to as many as I used to.
True. No, that's definitely true.
But a normal trial is, got to unpack the car. That's my job because Rachel's got to go see which one of her friends are there. And it's kind of like taking a young kid to a soccer game, actually. I'm the adult.
You're the
you
adult.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She just wants to hang out with her friends. I'll get everything set up,
That's true.
get the
That
crate.
is true.
Rachel is like ordering you around.
Yeah.
Where's her cheese stick?
Yeah.
Because,
needs her cheese stick.
because Chessie's 8 inches and it's usually a much smaller class, like as soon as Rachel starts walking, I usually take Chessie out to potty because by the time
That's
I'm
so
done,
nice.
I come back
So
in.
nice.
That Rachel's usually like, we're about to run. Like, where's Chessie?
Where's the cheese stick? Wait, Ian, I feel like you just sparked something. Maybe you should offer like a professional service to all
Yeah.
the agility girlies.
Wow. All the old
Walk
ladies.
the dog during the course.
They would
walk,
love it. They
cheese
would love
sticks
it.
on deck. Like, how much could you charge carrying all the shit in? People have those wagons and stuff.
yeah.
Like,
need a wagon.
Yeah.
you can
we
pick
do.
stuff up and put it down. Like, you could charge for that.
I am talented at picking stuff up and putting things down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so let's do some rapid fire questions. Favorite agility dog besides Chessie?
Brixton.
Brixton.
Who
Tell
is
us about him.
Brixton?
Brixton is Charlie Teller's dog. I don't even know her last name, but I love the dog.
Well, we
What
know
kind of
that.
dog is he?
Brixton is a English Cocker Spaniel, working line, affectionately known as a walker.
There you go. Good job,
And he
Ian.
is just a bundle of energy, but just like one of the most fun, pleasant little dogs you'll ever get to know.
Yeah.
What's your most fun or proud moment watching Rachel do agility?
The Northeast Cup in Bartow. I came this last day.
Yeah,
I believe I was
the
there.
last 2 days.
The last 2 days there.
Yeah.
And that for me was kind of where I was watching, Rachel and Chessie, and it kind of turned from a hobby into. I was just blown away. You were killing it. You were.
I'm gonna cry.
You were multiple podiums. You were on fire, and I was like, wow, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
So Josh plays volleyball, and one thing he said to me, he was like, what's crazy is that I could never be like the best in the country or the best in the world at volleyball anymore because we're getting old.
Yeah.
But he's like, you theoretically could be like among the best in the country or the world at agility, which
it's
is
true.
like another fun thing about this sport.
It
So
is.
yeah, like once you start getting to that level and you're just crushing it like that, I was also really proud of you watching from afar.
I'm pretty sure I cried.
Thank
so.
you.
So Ian, what advice would you give to other asses like yourself?
Yeah.
First of all, I prefer bucket bitch. So let's get one thing straight. But again, like I don't even come to that many trials anymore. But I think just be supportive, and again, we all have our things. I mean, I do my stuff. I enjoy it when she goes away for the weekend. I'm like, ooh, house to myself,
Yeah.
But just
Walking around in your undies.
Exactly.
Playing Marvel Rivals for hours on end. Yeah.
But just being supportive and understand that everyone's doing this for a different reason or at a different level, and it's just as long as you guys are having fun, as long as you enjoy it and Chessie enjoys it, like I will be behind you 100%.
Thanks, E.
Oh, collective. Aww.
The best.
Last super fast question: has agility changed your relationship in any way that you didn't expect?
Not really. I mean, the amount, and listen, it is a serious hobby, and a serious amount of time and money goes into it. So I mean, we gotta be real about things here,
But we don't have kids, so.
But, very true. But honestly, as far as between me and Rachel, I don't think so. If anything, I think it's made us closer. I mean, it's
This is adorbs.
The most
cutest couple
committed
ever.
I've seen you to anything. Just the relationship that you have with Chessie is incredible, and for better or for worse.
Yeah.
But I think it's great.
Yeah, and we have our own time. I think that's super helpful too. Like I have my classes during the week or seminars and my trials, and we get time away from each other. And
absolutely.
That's so helpful too, I find.
Yeah.
As well. So
Healthy.
So you hear why Ian was voted #1 bucket bitch of the group.
I think you would all agree.
Should we get you a t-shirt or a little trophy?
Yeah, a little trophy.
Yeah.
All right, Ian, it's time for AMA. Ask us anything. Ask us questions.
All right.
What do you have?
I have a question for each of you.
Okay.
So, Lindsay, this is one, I think this is probably the most hot topic of all these questions.
Okay.
But when or how did you feel comfortable enough to start, teaching other people agility? I mean, if you even do, I mean, if we all have a little imposter syndrome in us, making it up as I go along. But what are your thoughts about that?
That's a good question. I started teaching probably 5 years after I started training, but that, looking back, it doesn't seem long enough, right? I totally agree with you. I have imposter syndrome. I feel all the time am I qualified to do this? There's certain things that I know I don't understand to the level of other people who teach. But that being said, I was a high school teacher for 7 years. And I love teaching. I love people.
You're a great teacher. And you're a great teacher.
Oh, that's nice. I love problem solving. And I was a special ed teacher, and I mean this with the utmost respect. It taught me to be a really creative problem solver and kind of meet everyone where they are. So I think that made it more of a natural fit. I love talking to people. I have no problem being in front of people, giving them direct feedback and things like that. So that made it more natural. But I will say that once I started teaching, it really deepened my understanding or my drive to understand things better, because there's no faster way to have to get up to speed with something than to be able to explain why to someone else. Like if I'm like,
especially the people you teach, which is
the novice
mostly
A
novice
people.
A people.
yes, I mostly get, people off the street interested in the sport. They saw it on TV or they heard about it and they're just like starting from absolutely nothing. And if I'm like, okay, let's teach our dog to like go in a circle around a cone, I can't just be like, do that. They're going to be like, what the fuck? Why are we doing this? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Or like how do I troubleshoot when things are going wrong? So I was forced really, really quickly to deepen my own understanding of the how and the why behind every single thing that I teach. So
Yeah, and I think you've helped both Rachel and I so much too. So
usually unsolicited
yeah,
advice.
it is. It definitely is. Yeah.
But then I'll be like, oh, you were right
yeah,
about that.
like this weekend you ran him too safe. Yes, thank you. I know.
Barking critiques at you every time.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, great run, Lizzie. Oh, Cassie has a
Okay.
running dog walk now. Cool. You're
Yeah.
not making him stay. No, I'm just kidding. I just,
She's not.
honestly, like, I would only say those things to people who I really, really know want it. I don't go up to like random
Yeah,
strangers at
no,
trials and
no,
like give
no.
advice. But like, if I'm giving you advice, it's because I care about you and I
Yeah.
know you can be better. It's not like,
You're doing it to be a bitch?
no, I mean, like, maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
like, that's
you-
just
yeah.
a part of who I am at my
Correct.
core, just deep down in my soul, a little bit of a bitch, but also I love you dearly and I want you to get better.
I
So,
know.
I don't know. What do you think of my answer?
Oh, I loved it.
Phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if you were asking
Thank
me.
you. Thank you.
For fuck's sake.
All right, well, Lizzie,
Yes.
as the, kind of combined performance and confirmation person here, which would you rather? Would you rather a championship or a mock?
Mock 1000%.
Why?
Because I don't really care that much about confirmation.
But it's important for Cassie's, like, breeder and
Yeah,
all of those
but
things.
it's
So-
not as
versatility.
important to me.
Okay.
That's fair.
And what's more important to me is performance.
But guess what? He's going to get both.
he's gonna get both. Yeah,
He's gonna.
Yes, he is.
And then if you were at Westminster, would you rather go to groups, get best of breed,
Right.
or be in the agility finals?
Agility finals, 1000%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, I watched that on TV for probably the past 4 years, and it is 1000% a dream of mine. If I never make it, that's okay too, but I would love to try. Just, we've had friends who have made agility finals and like
True.
watching them and
People
it's
with
just,
novice A dogs.
yeah.
I remember how excited I see them make it to
Yeah.
finals.
It's
Like,
we're
I couldn't
excited for
imagine
them.
if it
like,
was you.
Yeah. I
Even-
would just love to be under those bright lights.
Even though, like, if you were groups at Westminster, like, the confirmation show is, like, nationally televised.
The
like,
big one.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the people I work with watch Westminster.
You get to wear
confirmation,
like
you know?
a sparkly suit
Yeah,
and
get you a nice wreath to hang around your neck or something. I don't know what they do.
No, thank you. I would probably, what would happen? I would be so nervous if hypothetically, right, like showing him myself, I'd probably like trip and fall and like fumble
No,
and
you wouldn't.
Oh my
You need
god,
more
You would
positive
become a meme.
self-talk.
Yes, you would.
No.
become a
Rachel, you're rude.
No, but 1000%, I would rather be in the agility finals. Like it just feels like it would be the best thing ever. So
Great.
yeah, wow, thanks.
Great.
And Rachel, I'm going to put you on the spot here. If a plane were to crash and take out everyone in this room, that's me and your two dear friends here, and who would you want to take Chessie and why?
I don't know.
My God.
This is such a hard question. This is so hard. So I think I did actually think about this a lot, and I'm going to say an answer that might surprise both of you two girls. Mary Bronner.
Okay.
Oh,
a
yeah.
local corgi champion.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I love that.
I'm thinking local. Like she's always had Pembroke. She's had a Fluffy before. She does agility. She's very much into sports. She does nose work as well with Digby. And I just think I would feel so comfortable with her having Chess. I think she'd be in good hands, and I wouldn't be concerned. So that
Yeah.
I say Mary
Aw,
Bronner.
That's
Yeah.
very sweet.
That is
I know,
really
I know.
sweet.
I love her. So yeah, that's my answer.
I have one more question, and this
Okay.
is for all you guys. Which one of you would win Survivor Agility Trial Edition?
I think
God.
Lizzie would win because I think she has a great social game. Like everyone loves you. You would make friends with every single person.
That's true.
You,
I'm not mean.
Yeah, you
I'm
keep it
probably
together.
the nicest out of all of us.
That is true.
Yeah.
You keep it together in all the challenges, but like you probably wouldn't win like too many individual immunities.
No way.
But like near the end, you'd probably like pull one out and you'd like sob and you'd be like, I worked so hard for this.
Yep, that sounds
This
like
is
me.
my dream. I never thought I'd come here and win anything.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't do positive self-talk.
No, I do not.
And then
No.
you'd win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Wow,
be
thanks.
me.
Rachel,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Never be
That's
you.
true. Lindsay would win the most immunities.
Yeah.
Lizzie would be playing the social game, and Rachel's the one who everyone would say is playing Survivor too hard.
Yeah.
Rachel's just in the corner scheming, wringing her hands.
They'd be like, well, it's always nice to have a good old Survivor villain. We miss the old villains.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
No shame.
Well, thank you for joining us, Ian. This was so fun to have
you
our
have
first
fun?
guest.
Listen, I had a blast. Hopefully your next guest has more credentials than just being a bucket bitch.
The best,
I'm-
the best
I
bucket
was happy
bitch.
to be here.
An
so happy.
international level competitive bucket bitch.
Yeah, it's true.
So this was really fun. We hope to have more guests, and some of you sent us really cool ideas for guests. So keep the ideas coming. Please follow us on Instagram at Bitches in Season.
On
And
Facebook?
we have a Facebook page which has a 1 in the word bitches because, Facebook doesn't allow cursing apparently. And our podcast is on Apple, it's on Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
Yeah.
So please keep listening. Let us know what else you want to hear, and our next episode will be out in 2 weeks.
All right.
And you want to do our signature outro with us? Ready?
Bye.